Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Friday Night Bricks. This is episode 278. I almost need you in a spot where that tree actually blends in. Well, it actually does kind of blend into the water druid there, you know. So nice.
Oh, yeah. Let me line it up there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It looks
crazy.
Like the dog has a palm tree head. So, yes. Another week. I got my check from bowling in Reno, of course.
Hey, money's always good.
Have been nice to have that, maybe to help me decide to go to Nashville before. I like 350, not bad. In a different division. So, not much going on. So, doing lots of sorting. I actually have been working on the bin on the floor a little bit. But everybody will see kind of one of the small projects I've been working on when we go to D&D tonight. I have done two small stop motions with the Prontero. One with the phone, and that one will be tonight. And then I did one with the camera today. I did 96 shots with the camera, which would lead into something else. But I mean, I didn't have it ready to go. I didn't get to editing fast enough. So. Oh, look at
Jesse,
that.
there's something in your way.
What's going
on? Jesse must have been buying a lot of the newer like manuals, because like all my stuff predates all that cool.
Yeah, I got 2 crates full of old stuff, but I got just as much new stuff.
What is that? All D&D stuff?
No, this is.
What is that?
That's all.
Those are manuals. Oh, okay.
For scanning codes.
Have you
scanning codes for 2 hours?
Have you started scanning yet or not?
Yeah, I've done this pile.
Yeah.
And that's probably 1,000 points.
Yeah, I think I scanned what I had that I could find, about 1,100 points or something. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I bought is old stuff. What's funny is I did take a picture, which is funny is, for my army building, my Ice Bear arming building, I found 39 manuals.
Hey, nice shirt.
Yeah. Oh, what the frick? I only have the one shirt that matters. For tonight.
So you say you weren't there.
Best kind of shirt is a free shirt.
That's right.
Yeah. I didn't get any free shirts.
I got a couple free shirts. I did. Jesse and I both.
Only free is I won half a billion credits in my Vegas, trying to prep for my Vegas trip next year. See how many comps I can get. I bought like 400 million credits, and then one night sitting on the slots, I won like $750 million. And then I'm like, okay, well, play bigger numbers now. But yep, trying to prep for hopefully get some comps for the trip next year. So free and it fits. Yep, that's the key. Yeah.
Points.
Yeah. 20 points for it doesn't matter the size of the manual.
It's as easy as that.
Yeah.
So Jesse, are you doing that right through the VIP app?
No, because you got to open your camera. So you actually open your camera first, and then it
pushes you over to the website.
And then it pushes you to the Lego store,
Nice.
And depending on your browser, you got to log in. But then it keeps you logged in from the camera. So I just scanned the blacksmith shop, and it just pops right on the picture right there, and then you just hit register your set, and then it does a little celebration fireworks, and you got 20 points.
And all I know is when I did it the one
20
day.
20 whole points for the treehouse?
20 points for any set. It's like it doesn't matter how big or small it is.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. In the end, it's kind of funny because I ended up going back and looking, and I had like 15 or 20 browsers open. I had to go back and close them all because it opened a new browser every time on my phone. So it's kind of nutty.
That's never good.
That's okay. Well, what's funny is I did take
my browsers all the time.
I did take a picture of all my Ice Bear manuals, and of course, none of them had barcodes on them. So,
because they're too old.
Yes, they're too old. And I had like I found 40 manuals of the
the cutoff is weird. I'm not sure when it is.
mid 2018 or
The
something like that.
Voltron set did not have the barcode, so that's not too old.
Yeah,
But
it's kind of weird. But yeah.
What else? The architecture sets didn't have them. Scooby-Doo did not have the codes. So
I want to say I thought somebody saying it was around 2018, somewhere in there, maybe 20. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It depends on where it is, but I mean, some of them did. Some didn't. I mean, to me, it was like, well, I'll scan what I can find. I mean, obviously, I'm sorting a lot right now. I've been out in storage, getting all my actually ordered 2 bins. I don't know how many people use the big stack bins, but Target was selling the Iris bins. They're all the thin drawers. They don't have the big drawers in it, but it's a 9-drawer thin drawer, $40. I think most of the stores have them like, for like 75 or 80, but you have to have them mailed to you. So I haven't got them mailed to work. We'll see how they work. So I'm hoping that
Mr. TJ, dude, I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks.
What's up,
How you
TJ?
doing, my friend?
I've been elsewhere on Friday evenings, but doing good. Glad to be back.
There, did you get all the Marvel CMFs? Oh,
nice.
Take a break. What'd you get?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Look at that, Reed. Trans clear. And I got the panels in there as well. The 1x6x5s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, what's ironic about that is I did just take I took a picture of that bin of mine. Cool.
I had a visit to the Chicago Lego store, the one actually in the city. Believe it or not, it's a store that I've never been to, but I have now, and now I've been to every store in Illinois, every Lego store.
Cool.
There's my bin of some of my 1x2x5s, clear and trans blue. So, yeah, I mean, the clear ones. I mean, some of the new ones though, like I got the purple ones in the lug book, and I don't think they're as high quality as these old ones. The newer ones just aren't. They might be using the new plastic or something, or it might be that.
I didn't get enough of these. I should have gotten more, but instead I stocked up on a whole lot of 1x2 trans-type blue bricks, which is what most of this cup is. The first cup was very well planned. I tried to put pieces in between the panels and everything and pack everything in as well as possible. And then the second cup was just dump the blue bricks in and see what else fits.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of how you do it. I mean, I've got a couple cups that moved out to storage that I bought, and so in the end, it's kind of those things where there you go. There's Jesse's scanning a Ninjago manual there.
That was a good one.
Nice. Yeah, I scanned all my manuals last week whenever they first rolled out the program. I think I got 3,300 VIP points.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I have more somewhere, but it's a disaster. I got stuff everywhere. I'm trying to get organized just for whatever. I was hoping I was maybe going to some shows. I ended up not going to, so stuff has kind of moved around a little bit.
Maybe I did get enough of these.
But sorting is kind of top priority these days. So that and stop motion, which we'll see as we shift to D&D tonight. So kind of play on that a little bit. Just more of a formal area. I mean, it's basically just using my double thickness mills sections to be the walls and.
Jesse, did you ever end up going to the Lego store out in Utah?
No, sir.
Man, me neither. They missed their opportunity to get some Legends into their store, but they just didn't have good pick-a-brick.
Okay.
Ooh.
Otherwise, I would, because they opened a store the same weekend we were there. And they had a grand opening, and you get the the special purchase sets and everything, but it wasn't worth it.
Opened the weekend you guys were there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was only about 30. It was only about 30 minutes away from the show. But Their picket brick wall was really lame, so that's all I
was
would
gonna say, everybody needs to send some prayers out. Mary Ann is battling cancer. That's why she wasn't at Brickslopes this year. She posted on Facebook that she found out she had cancer, so it's pretty well throughout her body. So she starts chemo here shortly. But I think she was the first female master model builder at the Legoland down in Florida. But I met her a decade ago at Chicago, so I've known her many years. So saw that on Facebook. So I hear that, Marianne. So it's kind of one of those things where it's crazy. So, but yep. So other than that, yep. Looks like TJ's sorting. Are those lightsaber blades too? Oh,
yeah.
Kill Hall cancer. Well. That's what they say.
Well, I know Chris B4C was battling cancer, I think, this last year. That's why I think Hoosier and those guys have kind of stayed down in that middle area, Tennessee, Kentucky this year, so he could hit some of those shows as he recovers. 1x12, perhaps.
Yeah, and a few 1x10s in light bluish gray.
Yeah, I see the bigger bricks. I mean, I was playing with the as I remember, it was September 1st last night, and actually I was able to get the webpage to load. I was kind of looking at my picker brick. I didn't order anything. I've still got a gift card, and I got loyalty rewards. I'm debating what to get. I keep going back to that Disney, like the shell, thinking I can maybe use that with something. Or
my pre-order came in.
Yeah,
that's gonna be it. Although I did order if you're looking for that Destiny's Bounty, the latest one from Ninjago, check eBay because they're running about $50 to $60 under retail, new and sealed over there. I just bought one for $105.
What piece is that blue one you got there? Is that like that panel one where it's like a 1x2, or is it just a 1x2 brick?
Just a 1x2 brick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I have them now.
You can always use them for water if you lay them down flat. If you lay them like brick to brick, and then if you've got those, you could always use. I've done it where you put like a headlight brick or something in there too, is to save the line.
Or an ice castle.
Hey, quit stealing my ideas.
That's different than the ice castle.
Yeah, I may need to make a waterfall sometime in the future, so these might be useful.
Actually, my next castle may be a lot more white than it will be clear. I'll be using a lot of the plates for, it looks like probably more clovers for Clover of Hope, and then I think I'll be using more white, maybe some of the other translucent colors. The bins it's an end of an era. I used to take my little Sterilite drawers I had. I took index cards and actually made partitions, and I actually pulled them all out and just started mixing bricks. So basically, the small bins now have, for like the translucents, it'll have like the blues and like a brick slope, whatever. So the blues, and then like orange and yellows mixed, and red and green are mixed. And so I mixed colors, and doing lots of that. That's why these bigger bins that are coming in about a week will be really good, because I'm sorting plates. I got so many plates, it's not even funny. I'll need a big 1 or 2 bins of just 4x6 plates. One bin of at least 4x6 white plates. But it's kind of crazy. Ooh, treehouse. I like that. I never got the treehouse. Kind of was wondering. I was thinking that was another one I was almost tempted to buy, but haven't yet. Can't pull it.
Nikki's here. Hi, Nikki.
So, other than that, So Jesse's scanning manuals. TJ is sorting. Larry is probably eating. I guess. Oh, yep. There's some good sets. There was a lot of good sets. I just couldn't. Actually, I couldn't buy all of them. So those collections, kind of looking at. Somebody actually inquired about that the other day too. What do I do working on
that? I think I have enough of these trans light blue 1x2 bricks.
No, you don't.
At least for now.
Not even close.
Until I use them.
Well, yes. Until you use them, yes.
Then I'll need more. I have enough to work with.
If King Ole shows up, I did send out his package finally from the auction. And it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. So actually, it was kind of cool. So So now I know how to ship to the UK. Actually, Chop helped me when I went up to visit him. He is actually, those guys are all down in Nashville. So I don't know if any of those people will hop on. Haley, Hoosier, Butt Chop, Click and Cliff. I mean, they're all down in freaking Nashville at the Brick Universe down there. So welcome, Cliff. So
there he is.
Yeah, so they're having fun down there. Hoosier posted a couple videos when they went to the Madhouse Bricks and whatnot. So and when they stormed Hoosier's Lego room, so the Lego house wherever they were storming. So. But yeah, I was thinking about driving down there today, but I ended up not doing that. So it would have been a long drive for a couple days.
I'm actually going to be unbuilding tonight. I got a bin of sets.
I'm gonna line up all my badgers. King O got a badge. I'm probably gonna need to. I'm probably need to trade for some sig figs here eventually.
Yeah, so they had these, and I had seen the big panels before. I'd gotten about 10 of those before.
Yeah,
but I hadn't seen these. So
they look a little smokier. Put it up next to one of those one of the big panels. They almost look a little smokier than.
It could just be my lighting.
That one rang up as the wrong set, but you still get 20 points no matter what.
I had a couple that rang up as like
oh, nice.
They didn't really like ring up as anything or something like that. I don't remember what it said exactly, but
that's
was
affirmative,
like,
Zizu.
It still let me claim my points, so I didn't care.
Points are points.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dragon.
I didn't break it.
Dragon.
Ooh.
Reed, I have something for you and Kevin. Everyone at Brickslopes already got theirs. Nice. Cool.
Yes, it's really cool. We won't spoil the surprise if she wants it to be a bit surprise.
It might come up.
It might come up. Okay, well, that's always good. Cool. I got my igloo in here from last week.
I haven't
Cool.
posted anything.
Always cool. That stuff, you know. I actually need to. Jesse, your sig fig, is it your dungeon master person? Is that what your sig fig is currently?
So yeah, I turned my dungeon master fig into my warlock, but I changed the face to look more like a drow elf.
Is it? Oh, but is your sig fig like built from common parts and stuff? Basically?
Kinda. The torso is the CMF dwarf from like Series 5 or something.
All right, I'm sure I got that somewhere.
That's the tricky one. Otherwise, it's just dark blue pants, dark blue hoodie. It's the torso that's kind of rare. It was not super expensive, and I thought it was kind of unique because the dwarf usually hides the torso under his beard, so you don't see it on the CMF. When you look at the figure, one person in Utah actually recognized it. And I was like, wow, that's really good because you cannot see it underneath the dwarf's beard.
That's cool. Yeah, so I sent, because King O, I waited forever to send that package. Actually, I was looking to send some more of the Pharaoh's Quest guys, but then in the midst of all my mess, I can't find them. So I actually ended up opening the box and sending one of my badgers. So there's a badger across the pond. Let's see. I'm not sure. I know Kevin had a thing last weekend. Well, he might have another one this weekend too. I didn't talk to him, so I'm not sure.
I don't know if I can get the light on.
Oh, let's see here. Let me get. Oh, okay.
See that torso? It has like a dwarf belt.
What's the head?
Well, the head is. What was the guy from Thor: Love and Thunder, Larry?
Gore.
Gore. It's Gore's head.
Oh, cool.
because I'm a warlock.
Actually, I have one of the Thor sets now. I won it on someone else's Twitch stream.
Is that
the smaller of the two Thor sets?
which one?
Jesse, did you order up the Ahsoka
that guy.
ships?
Did I what?
Did you order up or get the Ahsoka ships?
No,
No. Weren't they just released today?
I think so. Did
Not
they come with
interested.
a Star Wars gift with purchase?
Oh, no. Will they?
So yeah, I did buy the 6-packs of the Marvel CMFs. I did not get Gringotts or anything else. Yeah, pass.
I did not.
They got all the cool figs in those two different Star Wars sets.
Yeah, I'll wait till May the 4th or something.
Yeah. Well,
yes,
who knows?
Jim.
Yeah, I'm not in any hurry to get them. I just want to know if you got them.
Yeah, I did not. I'm gonna wait. I always try to get something free.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and the only one this time was the Harry Potter.
You had to buy Harry Potter to get something free this time around. So it might change after the 11th when that expires. It'll be something else, and it might be open ended. Then that'll be the time to buy.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Lego would be like, well, wow. I mean, they just posted. Brick Fanatics just posted the remarks that they were down. I guess the beginning of this year, and I'm like, well, I mean, in the end, it's kind of those things where you have to also remember now you keep producing a lot of these big sets. I mean, those are big ticket items. I mean, not everybody is buying that stuff. I mean, so people are choosing. That or they're waiting for something else. I mean, it's kind of those things where you kind of wonder. I mean, you guys, is Lego ever going to maybe do more of like the expert line stuff, but do maybe some smaller caliber sets that people might still enjoy, that is actually easier to fit into your weekly or monthly budget rather than having to save, 3, 6, 12 months to buy one of these huge sets.
Well, there have been rumors, haven't there, about like space icon sets for next year?
Well, the Viking Village also comes out here soon at Target. That'll come out next month. That'll be cool. Now that one I'll buy. That one, I mean, definitely, and that one might be something. But I mean, I don't know if Lego's going to have it on their website. If it's going to be Target to start with exclusively. I don't know yet on that.
I think it'll be. I don't know if it'll be in the Lego stores, but it'll definitely be on the Lego website for sure.
So, and that way, I mean, I've got money for that, so maybe I might save it for that. Oh, that jet, I think I picked up super cheap one time in the Walmart travels, which lately hasn't found much. I've actually been in there. Whoa, this Badger looks like he's got an arm issue. Ooh, that's one of those ones that came from overseas. He is injured. That's an injured Badger.
Hello, Dreamers Inc.
Yeah.
Oh, Nikki got Ghost. Yay, Nikki.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Star Wars is that we're supposed to be getting the Venator next month. So the question is, will there be a GWP with that?
Yeah.
Hopefully there will be, but I haven't heard anything in the rumors.
Cheese on top 17. Welcome to the show.
I mean, Ahsoka's been good, but I have the old Rebels line, so I don't. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm gonna wait.
Well, you don't have Jason. Do you have Jason?
I don't, but they didn't print him with the green hair either. So
yeah, and I looked on Bricklink. There aren't any good replacements. I mean, I think the closest you can get is the She-Hulk hair.
So I don't think Lego provided Jason either.
Yeah.
Got it. Doesn't have the green hair. It's the wrong kid. You grabbed the wrong kid. The Mustang counts.
They fixed that.
That was older.
Apparently,
they released a bunch of stuff.
These parts are kind of rare.
Oh yeah.
These are the horns that come off of the Mother Dragon.
Yeah, actually, Mark, that does. I mean, Viking Village does kind of remind you a little bit of Bert, from How to Train a Dragon, which might be something that adds inspiration, because that's kind of one of those movies that, even though it's a cartoonish type thing, is kind of one of those ones that's kind of pretty cool. I like that one. And if you're a dragon lover, I mean, you gotta enjoy those movies. So.
Yeah, I'll get that Viking set. It's pre-order right now, so again.
Is it on pre-order right now?
That counts.
Huh?
I'm gonna wait for a GWP that counts.
Oh yeah.
I will get that Viking Village for sure.
That's true. Yeah. And that's kind of the kicker. Is it's nice to get something, provided it's still it's not something that suddenly you have to spend like $250 for when it comes out. Then you're kind of like.
All right, the PAB organization is complete. I also have a bunch of these. Yeah.
So I needed another white dragon head for my Dungeon Master screen. So I'm going to I got some different horns on this one. Unfortunately, it's got that, cute little...
What's the elves dragon?
Mascara and all that. It's a little cutesy for my ice castle, but I don't know.
That's the one that's the one I'm using for...
There's a white dragon on Gringotts.
Oh, okay. I'll just go out and buy Gringotts for
just throw $500.
A part I'm not going to, for the set I'm not going to use, and just for the dragon.
I want to buy it just for the guys with the pointy ears.
Oh yeah, the goblins.
The goblins.
Say that.
I just need TJ to send me his extra one of those guys. I have the yellow one, but it doesn't match.
I don't have that head. I don't have the original Ultra Dragon, because that's what that's from. I don't think that's the Ice Dragon head. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's the three. It was like a 3-headed dragon, wasn't it?
4-headed, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get the original Ultra Dragon, but I do want to get the heads and just pop them on my Legacy Ultra Dragon.
There you go.
Because I think I'd be much happier with that. Of course, it hasn't been a priority because my Legacy Ultra Dragon has been dismantled and put in storage. So,
there's a dragon.
Oh, I showed one the 1 week.
Ooh, there you go. Is that? Hold on. Just leave it there. Leave it there. Oh,
Griefbringer. That's the name of the dragon, Griefbringer.
Griefbringer. Can you get that closer, just a little bit closer, Jesse? I've got it on the big screen on mine.
It's the bone skull looking dragon.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to see the head, right?
You got my address, right? Cool.
I have that set somewhere in storage, but it's somewhere.
Oh, wait a minute, Larry. Which one of these?
I don't know. Put them up.
Which color did you need? I got the blue. The
white. I need that blue one.
This guy right here.
Yeah, but let me see that other one you had in your other hand.
That's the Earth Dragon one.
So yeah, the brown.
What color is he?
Brown.
Brown. Oh,
brown. Oh, never mind.
I have brown, yellow, red, blue.
Cool. You got my address, right?
I
just need the top of his head. That's all I need.
You just need the top of his head.
Yeah, I just need that part.
Is this set worth anything, TJ, anymore?
Nah.
It might be worth a little. I mean, I think the figs ultimately more than anything are worth.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
The two generals in that set. I don't think the heads are worth that much on the aftermarket. I mean, I need to pick them up myself, but
worst case, it could always be on a loan too. It's not like Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll have to have you guys resend me all your shirt sizes, favorite colors, addresses. Maybe Reed will get motivated here and do some other stuff here too. You never know. I was thinking of something the other day.
Speaking of dragons.
Ooh, what is that? What is that? Is that your pillow?
This is a
Is that a
plushie
Ninjago?
of the new baby Ninjago dragon.
Oh, that's adorable.
That mold
That's
that's in the sets.
Totes adorbs. As the kids say.
It's now in plushie form.
Where did you get it at?
Supposedly it's only available at Legoland Discovery Centers right now. I didn't find one at mine, but a friend did and sent it to me. So this is the best way to hug it.
We're gonna have to know all your friends, TJ, because we all might need one of those.
And you can also do that. Put it on your shoulder.
Oh yes,
yeah.
That would look really good on Prontero's shoulder.
Yeah, but it's wonderful and I love it. And I'm gonna have to start collecting all the Ninjago plushies now, or at least some of them. I need to get a J one next. That's kind of the next step.
I know Alyssa down there in Chicago collects a lot of the dragons. I don't know if that's that one. She's collected all the dragon plushies over the years. We all need to have our collecting. Doors Lake Town, yeah. Lake Town actually was a set. I had that one. That one I think I got cheap because it was damaged or something. Badgers everywhere. That'll be that's the goal for Chicago this next year is to have the Badgers truly discovered.
Actually, a little up in the air about Chicago next year.
What? Yeah,
What?
well,
I will go if I have something to bring, the money to pay for it. I was going to go to Brick Rodeo, but wonderful Nikki reminded me that I volunteered to host someone when they come out for Fan Expo.
Oh, that's right, Mr. H, huh? Mr. KH. Yeah, I might have to try and get out there for that too. Actually, wait, that's July 4th weekend, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna work.
Yeah, Sarah said that Brick Rodeo's they're having a really cool event where they rented out a banquet room and a high rise to watch the fireworks as a group at that event.
See, the July 4th stuff always is tough for me because that's like it's a short week, but in the end, we still have to do all our work, so it kind of makes it real tough to do a lot of shows and stuff, unfortunately. That's the one shows I can't do. But
Now I need to figure out where I'm going to put all these panel pieces.
a bit of some sorts.
The good thing is I can use them.
Maybe you should go up to Target and order one of those Iris tall bins. I'll show you what they were, but mine aren't here yet. Actually, those are the ones I have. I already have a few of them, the 8 drawers, but they're like the narrower drawers, but like 8.5 by 11, good size. I'm interested to see how well they work for what I need to do. So interesting to see where our dungeon master is going to take our party this week, since we derailed it again a couple weeks ago. Didn't get to go check out that really sweet Elven Village that was a nomination at Chicago. Pretty cool. Just have to work that into the scenario another time.
Was he trying to work the Elf Village into the campaign?
Yeah, that's where we're gonna go until
certain character killed the other
certain character for some reason had a zombie fetish and kind of messed up.
Till the zombie murder happened. I mean, the elf murder.
Yeah. We've got. It's kind of crazy. Our party. We like to kill toddlers. We kill the wrong dragons. It's
nice, TJ.
Really
what are you trying to say? Yeah. I need to brick build myself a dragon head for my castle. I think that's what you're saying.
No, that's it. This is the Dream Shark ship.
I know. That's cool, man.
TJ built it. Oh yeah, Nice.
Where Troy's steed came from.
Yeah, there's actually a new set that's got one in there. I need to pick it up so I can have a horse too in case I decide to host. I'll need his steed. Except I have to build some levels. So I actually started on my one level for my Munchkin board, which will actually, since we are going exploring, let's see if I can actually find it.
We played Munchkin out in.
Yeah, I saw that. I was disappointed. I couldn't play in Chicago. If you guys got to play out there. That's okay. My board for Chicago will be
Donnie.
My Chicago. Yeah, Donnie was there. Then of course you played. Yeah. Let's see if anybody can recognize.
He was like our game master.
This is an actual Lego set. Would be micro scale, but I mean it's not quite done yet. But that's the base plate. It's all it's missing is the white dots. So that'll be level 1 of my Munchkin board because I'm gonna actually build it based on the history of my Lego sets. And this one I had when I was age 5. So but I'm gonna try and do that. That way there's a brick built one so that Guy and those guys can do their sweet swag game. I always enjoy that. I'm always not able to win, but I enjoy playing or streaming. Did stream it the 1 year live from Chicago. So that's cool. Who won? Who ended up winning?
Donnie, with my help. Basically, I took him all the way to the end and opened the door for him. So here you go, Donnie. You win.
Now, was it standard or was it
standard?
Epic? Standard. Okay, it wasn't the Epic 20 level one.
No,
one. We played that once. That was wild.
Larry wanted to quit when we were at level 4.
Well, no, I was just asking because we were all talking about how it was going to get late. And it was Sunday night, and we all want to get some rest. And I'm like, "Is this a good stopping point?" And nobody wanted to stop, so we said, "Okay, let's go." And it actually, I think it got faster as we went because almost none of us had played. I had played it one time. It was my game. I brought the game, but I'd only played it once. I'd gone through the instructions a couple times, but never really gone through it with anybody who had played it before. So
yeah, that's kind of why when I now bring it to like places like Chicago, I bring the mats because the mats help too. It speeds up if people need to learn because you're placing your cards down anyways for.
Yeah, that'd be pretty handy to have the mats, I suppose.
Well,
I had the board because I got the deluxe version.
Yeah, in the end, when you learn to play with Steve Jackson, you get addicted to his game. You buy lots, and I own, I think, all except for any of the later ones. I own like all of them. So I mean, I have a major collection. And when I brought it out, that's what I had. I had like all of them, like Oz.
Well, that's what Donnie said. He's got a huge collection of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's where I played with him. I mean, I can get to another convention with him. I'll play.
I have the zombie version.
We played that once. We played, the Marvel version is how I got one of my best pieces of swag because when we played it the 1 year, that's what the one guy playing went for right away, and I went for the bag that was like one of only a few dozen in the world. So I'm like, oh, I'll take that.
So something pretty epic happened to me and Jesse out there, and Troy.
Really?
Do you have your other free shirt handy, Jesse?
No. I have this though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice.
The 3 of us were inducted.
Nice.
Pretty cool. That was definitely a highlight.
That was for me. I don't know. That was as good as winning an award, in my opinion. DENLUG represented. We came home with 6 or 7 awards.
Cool.
Yeah, I was very excited because a lot of them were first timers. Like Jim, Jim's Amusement Park won Steve's favorite. That's kind of, I think that's pretty cool when it's like, one of the owners gets to give out his own personal award.
He kind of hinted that he was expecting something different. Was there something else that he had nominated for else or not?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't know. I watched some of the stuff. I just kind of on Facebook. I kind of watch after the shows and just see what people have to say and whatnot. Because I mean, that, like you said, I mean, like that's your close one out there. I mean, it'd be a hike for me to go. It would definitely have to be a carpool to go to Salt Lake with somebody.
It's a different kind of show, man. It's not like Chicago.
No, I know.
I kind of have to. I don't know, man.
It reminds me of
like it's kind of my favorite. I won't.
How many registered attendees were there?
What was the number, Jesse?
352,
I think, which was up over 100. And yeah, you're right, Nikki. Jim is not a first timer, but like Dan Katai won Best Steampunk. Elliot was not a first timer, but he brought home Best Star Wars.
Oh, was that big thing that he had at Chicago that was maybe looked a little bit modded more a little bit maybe?
He improved it. He refined it.
Yeah, that's gonna say because it looked a lot more. Like I said, when I looked at it, I was like, okay, that looks like what it was at Chicago, but it looked a lot, like you said, a little bit more detailed, a little bit more.
Yeah, he kind of took
a lot more time on it.
That was his Star Wars 2.0 base. That was pretty. Dude, that was pretty
epic.
It was awesome. Filled up my entire SUV.
But yeah, so that was cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, we all picked.
Royce won. He was a first timer. Yeah, he won for Spaceship, which I mean, he had a really cool spaceship. It wasn't that big, but he won. I think it was a little bit of a sparse category, but
that's a
good. Doesn't matter. It's low hanging fruit, man.
And that's a segue into it is September, so I mean, all those guys doing that September contest start today. I mean, I thought about it a couple times, but man, that's
I think I might actually do Friendship September because that's Aubrey's thing, and Aubrey is just the bomb. So she's a super cool person.
So yeah.
And it doesn't have to be 100 studs long.
I think that's kind of what that clear thing I was playing with was going to be kind of more for that September. Well, I mean, I know like the Zoom and Fleebnork were showing off some cool spaceships they're working on, but that's probably stuff they'll be at Atlantic Brick Con in the spring or early year, February or whatever. Well, that's the thing is there's so many shows now. I mean, that was the thing is Nebraska Brick Days kind of pulled me in, and you know, obviously getting 2 trophies from them, one not even at one of their shows, and then getting a trophy at them last year. Actually got nominated for one as the group, and then I got one for myself type thing. So in the end, it's kind of get pulled into many different directions for shows. It's going to basically be, for me, it's going to be wherever kind of Ralph can go, basically. You know, so if Ralph goes out to Salt Lake one of these years, that would pull me out there.
All right. Well, I'm going to work on Ralph. But you know, you got your calendar marked for spring of 25, right? For Denver.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is
I mean, that's if you get an invitation.
Well, if they
not
don't
welcome back.
If they don't invite the creator of DENLUG, I would be kind of shocked. But that, you know, it could happen.
Well, you need to talk to one of the owners.
Well, they got to send more bribes out. Man. Dang.
I don't know.
Wait, Larry, do that again, full screen. Okay, thank you. I'll have to clip that later.
Maybe.
So we'll screenshot it. We'll add it to the one with Kevin with Hinkle. We'll put them right.
It's not as good as yours, TJ.
It's close enough to a TJ look that I can clip it and add it to my collection.
Our honorary DENLUG member Mark from California, he brought home an award, well earned. He's the guy that did the Darth Vader Samurai.
Yeah, he's really good,
and he is one of the coolest people. Just super cool, down to earth, homie.
Hoppa Bricks
on the machines and the socials. Look him up. Subscribe. follow, like, heart, thumbs, all the stuff. Do it. Do it.
Speaking of subscribers,
Yeah, dude. Congratulations, Jesse.
I got
Hit 5,000.
5,000 Instagrammers following my account.
Hold on. I might be able to one up you. Just let me check my Instagram real quick. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
I think we're at 260 something for Friday Bricks these days. Man,
Oh my gosh.
I'm hoping I got another D&D
Can
thing.
I eclipse in my 5,000?
Yeah, I'm eclipsing it, but in the other direction.
You're like, maybe it went up to. Oh no,
If-
it went down.
Actually,
if
Friday,
it went down, that's don't publish that. Where are you at? Oh, you're still over 5,000.
Friday's at 181, so we're actually
Secret
climbing a
Squirrel
little bit.
Bricks.
25.
Who's Secret Squirrel Bricks? Hi, everyone.
181 here, so.
So yeah,
That was
I
my
could use
post.
5 more followers, and I hit 500. Not as many zeros as Jesse.
I'm close to 1,000.
Wow, look at you.
955 right now. Maybe if I like actually posted on my Instagram.
Just think if I
Gain more
posted
traction.
anything. I would
Yeah,
be-
exactly.
I don't know though, man. Jesse is a content proliferator.
I have 251, so yeah, no, I don't do enough Instagram either.
Yeah,
Well, if I do more of the stop motion stuff, that might end up.
try to do one a day, and then but sometimes it's like you skip a few days, and then you do 3 in the same day, and you do stuff like that. BBG Forge. That was all my BBG Forge gear.
Got an army of badges.
That was fun.
Let's read on full screen so you can.
World War Chi, when it comes to Salt Lake, will be most epic.
Where's the flex tape?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I got the old. I had my OBS. All my stuff.
I got some Scotch tape. You got the same?
Yeah, I don't have it.
I got this.
All my programs keep crashing.
All right, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe I'll just okay, do that. Maybe I'm just gonna put some wings on this thing, and I'll do French
flex. We do the flex tape, and then we flex.
Got one of these.
Yeah. We flex the Badgers.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
know what? They play Buffalo tomorrow in football. So we'll see how they do. New coach, new quarterback.
Let's show off Jesse's bling.
Whoa!
He got a gold brick from a Lego master.
So the fun thing about this is it looks like it's a gold brick, right?
Yeah.
It's a gold plate.
Oh, it's a gold plate.
Nice. Plates are better than bricks, anyways.
It's about a plate. It's not quite a brick there.
That's pretty nice. Pretty sweet.
I'm gonna
do a Frozen Zone video about that being a fake golden brick.
All I got was a couple of these.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just happy that I didn't have to answer trivia questions like Jesse and Troy and Alicia did. He just gave me what was left over in the car right to the airport. It's fine. Respect, Mel. Thanks.
Thanks, Mel.
It's better than a sharp stick in the eye. That's all I can say.
So for those who are wondering what that is, those in the StreamYard, because I don't think people on YouTube can see this, that is the Flex Tape emote, one of my emotes on Twitch. And if you want to gain access to that emote, you'll need to subscribe to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/titaniumj52.
So behind the times.
You could also follow me there. I do streams Monday nights at 7 Central. That's where I built the Dream Shark ship. Just going to casually promote myself on Twitch.
Nice.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug. I'm proud of it.
Of course.
I was
And then,
go ahead.
and then this is what I'm going to build next. And then yeah. And then the Destiny's Bounty is what I'll build after that.
You know, so Jean was doing her review and she flipped the wings over and wah wah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to dig
Do
into
better,
my,
Lego. Come on, man.
I'm gonna have to dig into and order some dark red plates.
Is it okay if we talk about Ahsoka on Reed's channel, or is he just gonna change the subject?
I always change the subject. You should know better than that.
Nah, that's why we'll just go to somebody else's show and talk about it.
If you wait long enough. Yeah, no, actually, I was going to say something, then I spaced it out. I lost track of what I was going to say.
I also have this. I can't take credit for this. This was built by someone else. Grinding Bricks over on Instagram.
Well, that's
and
fun.
Rebrickable. And it's Sabine Speeder from the first couple episodes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty freaking sweet, man.
Yeah.
Just put it next to a couple of those E-wings and you boom.
Yeah. They should have included Sabine Speeder in the Ahsoka shuttle. Of course, if they had done that, they probably wouldn't have put the dark red on. No, they probably wouldn't have put the dark red on the front of the wings either.
Well, let me know. I might have some dark red floating around. I know I got the big plates.
Well, I got to experiment with it. I'm also curious if adding dark red to the underside will impact the spinning feature for the wings. I don't think it will, but I'm curious nonetheless.
That or mock it up, make it a little bit more robust so that you can actually do that.
There's a couple mocks of that shuttle that have shown up recently over on Rebrickable.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I was kind of hoping. I don't know if Cliff is still out there. I was wondering if Chop found any good Chima stuff on his trip down south to where he's at there in Nashville. He found at Madhouse. He found like 4 tables of like slopes, so he was in heaven. But it was funny because that's what I was sorting a little bit last week, and I've got bins upon bins of slopes. In the end, there was lots of slopes in the old days on the pick-a-brick trees at Carl Mills, and I mean, man, it's just like I have just so many. So I'm sure I'll have to show them to Larry, and he'll need them for something. He'll, his next great water mock, for his his water stuff. He'll be like, I could use some of those, and some of those, and some of those.
What are you talking about?
Slopes, water.
Oh, I'm all about the slopes.
Yeah, I got
they give a really cool award out at Brickslopes called the best use of slopes.
Oh, really?
And slopes. Mm-hmm. And the guy who won he did the Hoth battle one. It was a pretty good one. I mean, they were UCS size AT-ATs, but they were pre-UCS AT-AT. He built them himself off of instructions from somebody else, but he had like legit sized ones, not the smaller ones that you normally see.
Oh yeah, I saw those. And there's one of those. There's one like that with the first order over at our Bricks and Minifigs. That's about that, maybe a little bit bigger than that. It was actually huge. Showed that a couple times. I mean, the guys that build that stuff are pretty cool. I mean, those are epic sized creations, and then you put them into a mock, and then you're just you're making it exponentially huge. So, but
yeah. And it was huge. I mean, took up.
How did it compare to the one you guys did? Didn't you guys do one?
His was. Yeah, ours was big, but ours only 5x9 base plates. His was more in the neighborhood of. Well, Jesse isn't here. I would probably say 15 by 8 or something. I mean, it was ginormous. He had an entire trailer to put that thing in. Everything was crated up. He had the way he put it away, and everything was in a regular wooden crate with shelves. Everything was numbered. It was
because he had a lot of thickness to it, right? Whereas my stuff, because like my stuff.
Yeah, I mean his whole snowfield, dude. Here's what he did. Check this out. His snowfield was nothing but 2x2 tiles, right? White tiles, but he was when I'm talking to him, he was like, when he put it all together, it didn't look right. It looked like an ice skating rink, right? Because it was all just one sheen. The reflections of the light made it completely smooth. So he went through and tilted every single tile just a little bit, so that it had this snowfield look. I was just like, And we're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of tiles. Did you notice that, Jesse? The snowfield on the Hoth Battle of Hoth display? The guy that won the Best Use of Slopes award?
It had a lot of slopes, yes.
Did you notice that he had tilted all of those tiles out on the snowfield just a little bit in every different direction to make it look like it wasn't an ice skating rink?
Oh, I thought they were curved slopes.
No. Out on the flat snowfield, it was he tilted them. I mean, he put them down, but didn't completely put them all the way down the stud. He said he said he didn't do the whole thing and then go back. He as he's building it, he's like, yeah, it's just too flat and shiny. So he went through and made it look just brilliant. Troy's here. What's up, Troy? The other newest inductee to the Bearded Builders Guild.
Yeah, I think I mean, in the end,
you can never shave, Jesse. See what you did? I only went with this.
I definitely feel more obligated to keep it longer. I ordered a shirt from Brick Bling Jill or whatever to get. You can order the supporter shirt, but I emailed them a comment saying, "Can you give me the official shirt?" Because of the mix-up, and I got my confirmation, but I didn't get a reply.
So what was the mix-up? Because yours had the shield.
Mine has a shield. That's either a new version or a very one-off for Mark Cruikshank.
I think you got the. I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I got
that shirt. I feel jilted. I don't feel jilted. I feel honored.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen the Three Amigos video, go find it.
No, it's not. It's okay.
Freaking awesome.
Once is enough.
BBG.
Once is enough to what? Watch it?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, thanks a lot.
And with that,
what's it? I gotta go. See you later.
So I scanned those Q codes. Probably got like 3,000 points. And
I have a lot more of those newer stuff than I got, or at least I can't find any of mine. They're scattered somewhere. Like I said, I think I got 1,100 points. I mean, in the end, it's still. I mean, in the end, I probably have a bunch that are still sealed, but I'm not opening sets just to.
Oh, I got a backlog too. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it's 20 points. I mean, if it was based kind of on the value of the set, definitely it would kill all the backlogs in the country. But in the end, I mean, nobody's going to open it for 20 points. I mean, 20 points for instructions. Now, granted, I have tons and tons of sealed instructions from back in the day working at Lego, but none of that was all pre this stuff too. So it's kind of, in the end, I got lots of
650 points gets you $5.
$5, yeah. How much? How many points was that? 1,000 or 3,000?
650 gets you $5.
650. So you got about $30.
So you get about 15 cents per scan. It's a little higher than that. 15.5 cents.
Yeah.
If my math is right.
Troy's asking how many manuals did you scan?
I had a stack.
You didn't count.
Did you record? Did you record what you had before?
I tried to look.
VIP points?
I started a little bit ahead, so I think I got 3,000 points. So divided by 20 is 150.
Yeah. So I scanned 165, which was 3,300 points, which was I think $25 off. So not too bad.
Yeah.
It's cool they're doing it. In the end, now hopefully they'll do a lot more our manuals. I mean, obviously,
now I feel like I could throw them away.
Well, no. What if they put something else in the QR codes in the future?
I don't know. I'm glad I hung on to them as I did, but
there might be certain ones that I might, if you ever decide to throw them away, let me know. I mean, there might be a couple I might want just to have like a printed version, so I don't have to print it, because that's the nice thing is versus.
Well, that's the thing though, is who's going to store it or ship it to, it's worth $1 or whatever you want to pay for it.
Well, no, I'm saying, but yeah, I know. But in the end, like if let's say the treehouse, if you're just going to chuck them, I'd say, well, the treehouse, bring it to Chicago one year. I'll purchase it off your hands, and that way you don't have to. That way you because I mean, in the end, when you print the stuff or look online, the colors aren't as good as the ones that everybody's drinking. I'm not drinking. I've got my Kickstarter. Staying awake.
I just took
didn't get my afternoon nap today.
So scanning is complete as far as I know, and I can move on with my life.
Why don't you go build something, Jesse? Come on, slacker.
I built a diorama. I was gonna build something, a scene that we did in Utah where you're fighting the tentacle creepy grills and stuff.
The grills, dude. Mel seemed pretty excited and inspired when he saw the picture of that. I hope he picks that as his sponsor. I hope somebody does it.
No players died in at Brickslopes in D&D.
No,
no, but Mel laughed his ass off the stool at one point. We had a good time.
Yeah,
that's worthy.
It was fun. We had a great time.
That's good.
Yeah, that was just the right amount of adventuring. I'm getting pretty good at doing prep for a one shot. So I'm excited if Kevin's ready to play DM because I've been playing with the Amberlaya and Brick Hive on Wednesdays. And
are you guys able to broadcast those yet?
Yeah, well, she's experimenting. So this last week was actually on her YouTube channel.
It was on. I watched a little bit of it,
and I believe all 3 hours are posted. So
yeah,
cool.
We went late, and
then even if it's on Twitch, Amberlaya posts the VODs to YouTube.
I lucked out, unless you're gonna watch it later. Spoilers. There was a fishing tournament, and you have a skill check for 3 rounds, and on the first round, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Which means I hooked the biggest fish, and it took me all 3 rounds to reel in. And I used my monk power stuff, pop, and reel it in on top of it. And so that's why I'm holding a shark in my picture. Is I got the line breaker big fish.
Very cool.
That was like an exciting little side quest before we did a pretty epic battle later that night. And then we leveled up to 3. So we are now level 3.
I remember level 3.
We got all my stuff for tonight. Actually, I haven't even thought that far ahead yet.
Yeah, I got new notebooks to keep my stuff all color coded now. So I just got a blue notebook for my Warlock. I got a red one for my Curse of Strahd. And I got a purple one for the Monk.
I think I'm going to use my new Lego Masters notebook for my D&D stuff because it's graph paper notebook.
Yeah, that was where I was headed. So Chop was talking when we were up there, when I was up visiting him, hey, yeah, I thought we were gonna, apply for Lego Masters, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then of course I'm kind of glad I did.
You and Butt Chop?
Yeah. Well, in the end,
that would be fun to watch.
It probably would be fun to watch. In the end, the problem is one of my guys at work this week didn't show up the whole week. So I'm like, I'm in a company right now because I drive. I mean, I'd love to apply for Lego Masters, but something needs to happen in an economy where people actually want to work. Because I mean, if there's no way to do my route, I won't have a job.
People will get bored with being homeless, and they'll have to go back to work.
That or they just something. That or unemployment's paying them too much money. I don't know. I mean, the housing is what the problem is right now. If they could bring housing down, that'd be great. I mean, because if I ever have to come out of my mom's house, I'm working 2-3 jobs. There go all my Lego conventions out the window. Because I mean, that's the problem. Is it's just we're paying so much. That or I'm gonna live in my storage, which I can't do. But I mean, I'd be looking for some place that has a room and a shower. And that's all I need because I'd spend all my time in my storage otherwise. So, but it's not other than temperature, which this weekend is going to be nasty out there because it's supposed to hit 90s again. So,
woohoo!
Yeah, which headed right towards that Nashville already too. So it's all going to be smoking out. Yeah. That looks like it looks just like my double axe.
You guys, you'll have to come up and visit and play D&D with me for real, so we can have the coasters out on the table. I got one for Larry here too.
Yeah, those I was looking at those pretty hard. I almost bought some.
Yeah, I definitely used coasters for my game. I just got kind of wood burnt out coasters or whatever, and these are legit.
They are legit. We went down to Provo to a D&D store, but it's not just a D&D store. It's in a mall. Nice. I like that Druid one. It's a place in a mall where you can go in and they have DMs for hire. So you could basically just walk in there, pay $10 and get into a game, and they'll have someone DM the game for you, a professional dungeon master.
Wow. There's me.
And that's where Jesse got those. And when we went down there, dude, that place just the cooler than shit or what?
It was like better than the average shop. So yeah.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
It's called Geek Together in Provo. The guy's got a channel on Instagram. Follow him on the Instagram. Really, I got to meet him. He gave me some. He gave us a bunch of cool little tokens. Choice here.
We've got what's called Noble Night Games here in Madison, which is pretty cool. So
yeah. Do you play in the store?
Yeah, that store's huge.
Yeah. So they had when we went there. Now, granted, that weekend they were having like a Renaissance festival there at the store.
Wow.
And
should I let Troy in?
Yeah, somebody let Troy in.
He's not on the camera yet.
I'm here though.
They had a harpist, a live harpist playing music. So they had this great, medieval Renaissance.
Dude, she was good. She was playing the Witcher song when we were in there.
Yes, dude. Yeah, she was playing that. They had a tap with these. I tried this. It was honey soda. And then
yeah, we thought you were gonna get a room there or something. You were gonna get.
Yeah, thanks for ditching me, guys. By the way,
we didn't ditch you.
No, you just got bored and left me there, which is totally different than ditching me. I could hear what you guys are saying. Oh, there goes Larry chatting away again, being a social butterfly. I know you're saying it. Don't lie.
No, we were just wondering what you were doing. If you were going to sit down for a game or not.
Oh, no. Dude, I wish we had time for that, but I wouldn't have played there unless it was us playing, but that would have required a lot more preparation.
Yes.
And it was like 30 minutes away from the show, so we didn't want to spend the whole day there. I just wanted to go check the place out because it was freaking cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's some neat places. This place is pretty cool too. I mean, I've been over there a couple times. That's where I got all my dice. But yeah, they got a bunch of tables. It's a game. They got a big gamer hall there. So it's pretty neat. I mean, they have a lot of games. I mean, they have a lot of games. It's probably the biggest store we have in the area that's got stuff. But it's like you said, it's a niche type thing. I mean, people still play a lot of games. So I have a bunch. Since I left Denver, I mean, I used to play with the group that played at Park Meadows, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday nights. I used to go down there and play all board games, for
what? They let nerds into Park Meadows? That place is kind of bougie.
Well, that night, whatever night was the mini build night was when they played. I think it was Tuesday nights. And I eventually got off, so I didn't have to work. And they'd play up there starting at like 4 in the afternoon and play till they closed the mall, whatever. So it's kind of fun, cool stuff. I mean, you got to have places to play, and it's fun to play games and stuff. I mean,
stuff and things.
Well, I think it's a great idea to have a place that has the dungeon master just ready and waiting for you. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest challenges that people have is finding a good DM, and that they can stick with. And so often, I just hear about, oh, we had a party, but.
Other guy that went to Brickslopes. I like that. Nice tag, Troy. I like that. It's pretty good.
It's the truth, right?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. It's good.
Other guy.
That guy.
Guy. Ooh. Oh, hey,
and the whole place was decorated like a tavern. So.
Yeah, the way they had it set up was really cool.
He's told me he's only been open since like last November or something. So it's a pretty new deal. The mall is kind of now. Granted, what day did we go? Was that Saturday? Anybody remember?
This is kind of funny. They actually
it seemed kind of dead though. The mall was a little bit quiet, but
they did a giant space hamster miniature painting contest. I was looking at the contest at one place that was pretty cool. I've never seen a giant space hamster, but so went quick.
That's the toughest. That is the toughest thing, isn't it, Nikki?
Yeah.
Trying to spend time with everyone.
Yeah, that's one of the worst feelings when you don't feel like you can hang out with everybody.
There's you gotta learn how to deal with the FOMO because there's just too much. Now the nice thing is
it's not really FOMO for me. It's like I didn't do my due diligence, like being a part of the community, talking to everybody.
Yeah, it's
bad.
tough.
Only so much time in a day.
Yeah, I think I did pretty well. I pulled a few people to this, just got in 10-minute conversations or 20-minute conversations and walked the hall a little bit with random AFOLs from social media.
I'm glad I got to talk to the brick plumber guy. I think his name's Mark, that had the big Hoth setup.
Oh yeah.
Because he's been to Brickslopes a couple times with a smaller version of that, like years ago.
Where's my character stuff? I think I got some more info, not in this folder, or maybe it's in this notebook.
I was hoping Ralph was going to be here tonight. Actually, I did order a bunch of miscellaneous castle mystery packs from Brick Warriors, but didn't kind of have as much stuff in there as I was kind of hoping for. But
all right, guys, I gotta hop off for the night.
All right,
I'm hanging out for a little bit. Good to pop back in.
Good to see you, my man.
See ya.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Was it end broadcast?
Yep.
Sure.
Upper right hand corner.
Sure, it gives me 45 minutes of setup for D&D. That's fine. I can't say I'm not prepared at that point.
Jim says you gave him the best solution for push button trains, Jesse.
Oh yeah, I talked to Jim for quite a while, and
dude, Jim is the shit.
And I mean, he's got all that push button stuff. It's so interactive. He got a special award for that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which was great.
You know what, Jim? Where I was talking about your award earlier, because you're talking about all the DENLUG people and CalLUG people. Are you a member of DENLUG?
Who?
Jim.
He could be a joint member of both. I'm not sure.
I think so. I mean, he comes to our meetings.
He might be. I mean, a lot of those guys.
He is in my mind.
In the early days, I recruited anybody that I could deal with that had an enjoyable personality. I tried to veer away from any of the people that I knew just weren't going to be the kind of mixes that work well. I mean, basically, I needed the people that wanted to do stuff kind of in the South, didn't want to go all the way up north. I mean, it was one of those things where. Yeah, and actually we started in Yahoo groups, which when that closed, wiped all the history of all that stuff. But But yeah, I mean, in the end, I keep stumbling across some of those emails. I think I came across a couple a while back, going back through my email. So the email goes back 20 years. So it's got some of that old stuff in there. But yeah, I mean, it's that was the goal.
So back to Jim. Jim. I was actually, I kid you not, I was thinking about your build when I was in the shower today. All the best ideas come when you're in the shower. And I was thinking, I've got a build in my head that all of a sudden took on a whole new life when I started thinking about Jim's carnival. So
I got a build in my head and it won't go.
I was going to say, usually when it comes to the bathroom, I usually win the hauling and balling guessing contest while I'm on the crapper. But, hey, I mean, everything happens in the bathroom.
Too much information. Way too much.
I won the last numbers game while I was sitting there, before they went to Brick Bear.
Okay, end broadcast?
Yeah, it's fine. Jesse's making notes. I don't know.
I'm studying my character. Did you guys know my full name is Zaknafine Zaharania?
Here we go. Yeah, look who showed up. Somebody's here.
Hinkle, we got to talk. You got to call me. We got to talk about your visit next summer.
I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go over to Twitch and see.
Hinkle's one of his icons. Let's get
he's got lots of different stuff there. Yeah.
You are for sure 100% coming to Denver next summer, right?
Nice.
So tell us about the solution. What was the solution?
To save your train engines and kids hitting the buttons, you still have kids hitting the buttons, but you have the isolated track. So they have to hit the button to start the train, and they can hold the button or let go of the button. It does one loop, comes back, and it will stop if they're not holding the button. So if they walk away and chase the train, it stops. Another kid can hit the button. They can stay there and just hit the button. It just really saves the motors.
Sure.
So here you go, Larry. He hasn't applied yet. He needs to apply, then get approved, then travel. Yeah.
And you always know where the train is, because if it's not stopped at the station, something's wrong.
That's smart.
Oh, if nobody's pressed the button.
Well, if it's not if it's gone for too long, and it doesn't come back around and stop in the same spot, then something's wrong. So we have 4 loops on isolated joints like that.
Is it a simple circuit, or is it in some kind of programming?
No, it's just live. It's just live track everywhere else. But you clip the metal so it's not touching where you want it to stop. You have to add extra power right there. That's hooked up to the button.
Okay.
I got the white beard, that's for sure.
Well, at least wear something in red, and then Hinkle will make the rest. He'll make you look like Santa. Just wear some kind of a red thing with a nice fluffy white neck, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
I'm really liking Hinkle's art. It's looking better and better all the time. And he did an owl bear for me on his doodle stream.
Saw it.
And that was cool. And boy, if I needed some art done for a D&D book or something, I mean, pretty soon, maybe we'll have our characters would be really cool, but of course we're going to probably Legoize them.
Now that would be cool.
Yeah.
But the other way, you might get rights reserved or some bull crap like that.
Well, that or take them in Lego form that we have and have him transpose them into an actual kind of something that he can create out of his, take his mind and create it,
cartoon,
make it non-Lego-ish. Take it,
animate
a Lego character and kind of create it in the way he thinks it could look,
Right. Like, real. Yeah. Take a Lego like person and make a real person. Anyway, I wouldn't want to challenge him too hard, but someday might
Well,
try to
Halloween
get.
coming. He's been working serious. Can send me a sneak peek if interested.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We'll see some sneak peeks.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Hinkle Draws. Yeah, Halloween's coming on. I've got what? I don't know. I mean, D&D goes with Halloween, so this is going to keep things spooky. By the way, I've got a new video for the Critical Bricks when we take a break.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Spooky music behind one of them.
I was gonna say, it's all about new videos this week because I got a new ending video too. Kind of some of the same, but cut it down a little bit. Got rid of some of the stuff we have at the start. So, and another clip of Prontero.
All I know is that Jordan came out to Brickslopes. We had a chance to meet him, and it really makes me miss Kevin. I learned a lot from the guy, but as far as personalities go,
he wasn't that bad.
Lego community engagement.
It wasn't horrible, but
did you go to lunch with him? Because he was a little bit better at lunch, I think.
Who is it?
Jordan.
Jordan Paxton is the.
He's like he's into superheroes, man.
I don't know who it is, so never heard of it. Never heard of him.
He's the Lego.
He's the Lego Land guy. I mean, he's the.
Oh, Lego Land. Okay.
No, he's the community
engagement. Land. He's a community.
Land.
Oh, Land guy. Land. Okay, yeah.
Kevin's job turned into this thing.
I'm not an ambassador, so I don't know anything about the land, so I don't go out there. So.
But yeah, you're probably right. Kevin was probably better.
Yeah, he's super direct and makes no ifs, ands, or buts about what their goals are.
Kevin was light years ahead, unfortunately.
Well, it was a different job back then, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, it might have been too.
He didn't have so many influencers.
Yeah, that was pre-influencers. Now they love the influencers. Man, do they love the influencers?
And it's more adult oriented now.
What's that, Troy?
And it's more adult oriented now than it was before.
Well, because kids don't have their own money to spend, so they're not targeting the kids. It's all about the Benjamins. But Emmasaurus was our keynote speaker.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
How was it? I didn't see it, so.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't.
Jim.
Where were you? Missing out on free stuff.
Oh, did she give out stuff? That's cool.
Well, it was one of the big everybody's invited events where they give out swag.
Yeah.
You can't miss those.
That's sick.
Oh, that is super sick. Love it. Love it. We're gonna need that.
Whoa.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, really cool stuff to come out with, Kevin, after I spent all my money.
Ooh, that's sweet.
That is wicked. Wow.
Is it the anniversary of Aliens? I'm trying to think. Or you just did just cause?
It's doing Halloween stuff. It's getting ready for him. I think the market, the demand for Halloween culture is high on are the paying customers, if you will.
Yeah. I just found out Muse has a Halloween song, so they were already up one in my book.
That alien was sick.
That is very good. But now you have to do Predator.
Oh yeah.
To go with it. Kevin.
Very cool, very sticker-esque. Like you got kind of everything in a cylinder there, so it can just be like pop that baby right on your coffee mug.
See, we even get when Kevin comes in, we even get Lego history. I like that, Kevin. Thank you for giving us that. That's kind of nice. I don't have to say anything sometimes, and I like that. Humorous though. Humorous. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Spooky October. So what do we got? September 1st today. October's a month away. What's going on? That's all right. Fall's kind of, there's a good.
Hopefully the weather will be a little bit nicer. This hot weather just is.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like 100 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be sorting this stuff here because being in storage might be a little unbearable this weekend. So it kind of sucks. Until I get the new bins, I guess they don't really do me any good anyway. So I need more space to sort. So doing the old Hinkle rough sort still. Actually, I'm starting to fine tune it a little bit.
Yeah.
Sort.
Oh, forever sorting. I don't know.
Forever sorting.
Forever sorting. The title of Hinkle's story, Forever Sorting.
Did you guys sort your stuff from Brickslopes already?
Not exactly.
No. It's got some good stuff.
I'd grab it now, but gotta switch over to D&D here soon.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop off here before D&D to get some solid food in me before we start. So
yeah, I'm gonna pop out, feed the dog, do all that stuff.
Kevin, look what I found in a drawer in my storage.
See you guys.
Buried behind stuff.
See ya.
Yeah. Everybody's leaving.
Broadcast.
Did you not hear what they just said?
All leaving? Are you leaving too?
I mentioned I'd just get ready.
That's fine. You're good. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I started by myself last week.
I wasn't gonna open some sorting.
Oh, it's fine. No.
And then those guys were like, "We're gonna go eat some food."
Oh, well, that's kind of what I thought I heard him say. That's fine.
Yeah,
I just, Kevin was kind of saying stuff. It was funny because I just, and then of course somebody's like, what was it? Kevin's son was like, well, does it work? I'm like, well, yeah, the drawer's open. I mean, they open, but I mean, in the end, it's in a drawer. 5 years. I mean, now, had they let me get to 10 years, now that would be something I'd be putting on a bookshelf and hold on to. But 5 years, this little thing, I'd actually throw it and drop it. But that might make too much. That might go viral on that. So, but I think Kevin's got the one thing. I want to reverse engineer what Kevin's got. I'm sure he's got that somewhere. Hey, Kevin, have you found Aces Wild? Have you privately found that somewhere on YouTube? I'd love to get a glimpse of that again. Actually, there'll be a little clip of stop motion in the clip leading to D&D tonight because I actually did a little clip. I took another 96 photos today. That'll be another video, which will lead into hopefully a story of check back and see what happens to Prontero and the army of squirrels. Nature. When Prontero messes with Mother Nature.
You stop motioned?
Yeah. That was what I showed earlier. That's that. I took the wall panels from my from the castle that are too thick. I took the castle things and actually built like around the edge.
Okay.
I put the mills plates down, and then where those little bricks are on that left side over there, that's where the camera with the tripod sat, and I just shot images of it. I mean, and so basically it the new one has like the animals like actually just even moving, twitching, turning. Walking's kind of that's still kind of a learning experience. But yeah, I had the that's why my camera's on top of my monitor because my tripod for my webcam is on the camera. So, but yeah, I figured I'd give it a try. I mean, it was kind of something that came to me. I mean, my build table is getting a little clearer as I'm sorting. And I was like, let me try and play with this. I mean, I did a little bit before when we moved. When Friday Night Bricks moved to this channel, I did a little bit with the ice bears and kind of laid them out like we're moving type kind of thing. So Kevin's the one that Kevin's inspired me to do everything. So I mean, it's if I wouldn't have met him after my friend challenged me to find the Lego store, I probably wouldn't be as neck deep in this hobby as I am. But the Ace is Wild video he's got that he did for his senior project definitely was pretty awesome. So, well, yeah. Come on, Kevin. Well, John dropped off the map a couple years after I got neck deep into it, so he hasn't been around forever. So remember, we've talked. He's come up a million times, and so I still don't know what he's doing these days. But yeah, I mean, everybody's got their inspiration somewhere. I mean, hanging out with these guys, doing D&D, doing everything else. I mean, everybody gets inspired to do other stuff. It's that Munchkin board, since we haven't had the Munchkin Lego brick built one in a while. Yeah. Well, it's still out there. I don't know. I need to see if it still exists, but yeah. Oh, and for the other one, yeah. In the end, there's so much going on and everything else, and with my mom and everything, I don't know. That's what we talked earlier about, like even Lego Masters. I mean, thinking I could almost try out for that, but with the workforce we have these days in this country, I don't know if I could actually be able to get off the time. I mean, I'd have, I have that much time off, and I don't know if I can get that time off. That's the problem. Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have gotten her into sorting and stuff early on. I might still try and get her to do that. That might help a little bit. I might try and that might help her condition a little bit. I might have to try and get that. She asked a couple times, and I just don't want her sorting the brick that's on the floor because it's got some clone, it's got some broken, some chewed, some parts and like that. I just really don't want to sort it a second time, so I'll sort it, but I can have her do some of the finer sorts, which I've got plates up the wazoo out in storage I can bring home and say, yeah, sort them by this, and here's some big bins and some stuff, and go to town. That's why I was telling the guys earlier, the 9-drawer Iris, Target has them at a good price on their website. They got to ship them. They're not in the stores. Like a 9-drawer Iris for like $40, which is a good deal in my book. I mean, that's, it's the basically the paper size. It's, it's a good size bin. I mean, it's going to be, good 3-4 feet tall. So, I mean, it's, they're nice bins. I mean, I actually pulled, and I didn't post a picture yet, but I took a picture of a box of all my index cards. I mean, you probably saw when my collection, I had all those index card dividers I had built for my little Sterilite bins. They all got pulled. I pulled them all, and anything that's in a bin might be mixed. It might be all 1x1 round bricks, all cones. I mean, all the translucents are mixed 2 colors at a time. So the blues, purple and pink, red and green, orange and yellow. I mean, so in the end, I mean, it's getting a good sort. I mean, I'm gotten kind of something just kind of clicked, and I just the other day went to town sorting and just kind of. But the rough sort that you talked about, I mean, that's been going on for years. It's just I keep finding more stuff. I mean, some of the stuff down over here must have been more grab bag stuff or something. I don't know where it came from, but it looks newer parts. So, but yeah, fun stuff. I still do. I only sold like a handful up at I went to that buy sell trade in Green Bay. That Chop, I picked up Chop and took him up there. He hung out with Pop's Block Shop and a little bit with me. I sold a half a dozen sets. They had changed menus. The Packers had a game that day, so I mean it wasn't the greatest. And I sold a half a dozen. I did buy a couple, but I only bought ones that I bought a couple of little. Pops has got some of the new Ninjago stuff, and so he had some of these new Ninjago in the paper bags, the foil packs that in the magazines. So I bought a couple of those because they would work good with some of the stuff I'm doing. But I bought like the seasonal sets, like the GWPs for the seasonal sets to augment the value of all the winter villages that I'm sitting on. So Chopper's doing good. He is actually in Nashville this weekend. He is at the Brick Universe Nashville with Haley and Hoosier and Cliff, all the guys that are down there. I was going to go, but I would have had to leave today after work, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, drive the 9 hours, and then be at the show Saturday, Sunday, and then drive back Monday 9 hours. And so I was like, I wanted to. Had this check from Bowling Nationals, got here a little sooner. Maybe I would have gone, but he's doing good. I mean, trust me, if you walked into my place when you were in Colorado. That's what Chop's place is like. So you remember what mine looked like? That's what Chop's house looks like. His apartment he's living right now, that's what his looks like. Just not as organized. Yeah, actually I won I think $5 of it might have been for like let's see here. Yeah, so it's the 50 plus. I am over 50. 50 plus team bracket. I won $10. I won $133 in singles, and I won $205 in doubles. So I'm in a lower bracket or a lower division. Open division is for all the bowlers that are above a certain level. They're the higher bowlers. And then I'm in the standard, which is lower than that. And then there's the classified, which is the lowest. And so I'm in standard. And my doubles partner definitely helped out. I didn't bowl as well in doubles, but singles I did okay. So yeah, so I made a little bit of money. It's good. I mean, in the end, they're already planning for Vegas, which means I've actually been playing the My Vegas slots on the phone. There's an app trying to earn VIP like rewards and stuff for comps and stuff. So I've been playing that a lot lately the last few days, but yeah, so yeah, oh yeah, Beyond the Brick, yeah. Well, the bowling alley was a good place to do stuff. It was kind of loud. That was a bad thing. I did have to kind of I don't know if I didn't have my fancy headset at the time, which probably would have been awesome. But yeah, that was a good place to stream. And you can't now. That part of the bowling center, they actually took all that out and put 8 more lanes in. It's the best bowling center in all of Colorado in terms of privately owned. I mean, Arapahoe Bowling Center, I mean, pretty awesome. Actually, the son of the owner just bowled 300 the other night. He's a lefty. I mean, he's freaking unreal. I mean, he's in his 20s and he's just one of the best bowlers I've seen in a long time. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, that was cool. And we had some DENLUG meetings there, and we talked and we saw. I mean, it was a good meeting place right there where we could hang out. I mean, there's pictures floating around of DENLUG meeting there. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, a random bowling pin knock sound in the background. Yeah, because it probably was at night, so it was probably late. And so I mean, I can't remember if it was busy that night or not. It might have been. So. Plus, I probably muted it, and then when I wanted to talk, I had to. You'd hear that in the background, so it's good. Yeah, that was a good one. I haven't done one of those in a while, so I mean, a little tougher now at the current job. I could, but I guess I haven't really either looked into it or been invited or whatnot. So I'd need to probably talk to Joshua again and see if he'd ever want me to come help out that again. So. Other than that, Kevin, do you have a show? I take it you don't have a show this weekend, no convention this weekend? Or do you? I mean, kind of wouldn't think you'd be on here if you were at one unless you were driving back, but you wouldn't be typing and driving. So, and then.
Man, I got some complicated spells.
Yeah, I enjoyed my spells. Too bad my wizard died. Now you got to be the wizard. You got to be all the magic.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Some I have to concentrate. Some I can do once without using a spell slot. Some I can do as a ritual without using a spell slot. Some I can do as a feat. I have one special thing as a feat. One I can do as a reaction. One I can do as a bonus action. And then I have normal spells and cantrips.
Cantrips are the cantrips are the nice ones to have because that's kind of the one you can use kind of as that extra. Extra type kind of action, right? I mean, that's what the cantrip is because you can cast it anytime. It's not the spell. I know with my wizard I could do that. The cantrip was kind of something. And if you had good ones, which I was kind of always hoping Kevin would have had good ones when good cantrips that actually did damage and stuff, that would have been awesome. So that's cool. Yeah, it's good that he's selling money. Somebody else is getting out of the hobby that worked for the corporation. Doesn't begin with a J, does it? I don't think he is. I mean, he still does stuff, but 3 weeks of no travel. Got a book to make. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Actually, I was just thinking about the other day. I was thinking of a book. I was thinking of that book idea of something that would be good for the youth of today. And then if I did something like that, I'd actually want to be like the ones I read when I was a kid. I'd want like a drawing every page. So writing on one side, picture on others. So like I had all those small books, like the Count of Monte Cristo. So you read and then you had a picture, so you could always kind of, as you're reading, you at least have one picture to kind of put in your mind to put you in that place. That would be the kind of the book I'd want, But I'd aim it at kids and some of the stuff that I see in society that needs to change. But so 3K, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah. That's a good, yeah. And that one, I don't know if I don't think I can't remember if I did that. I mean, in the end, it's kind of, some of that stuff came out when I was funds were really tight. So yeah, the old books, I mean, the books that I had when I was a kid were the real small ones, like, really small books, the little handheld Count of Monte Cristo, Last of the Mohicans, Call the Wild, Count of Monte Cristo. I mean, I have all those. I mean, they're upstairs. The covers have all fallen off, but they're good. I'll probably have to look for the Grasslands. I mean, there's been a couple books. I still need to look for Brian Williams' lighting book. I'm actually in there. Not my picture, but someone took a picture of my castle, so it was pretty cool. So
yeah, you might have been a little lenient on the cantrip attack. What? If I was letting you guys bonus attack cantrip, that was not right.
If I wasn't able to use the cantrip after as another type thing, that we weren't supposed to be doing that.
No, yeah, it takes an action unless it actually says in the spell that it's a bonus action. Like I have one that is a bonus action. It's Shadow Blade. I can bonus action activate my Shadow Blade, and then I could use the action to attack with the blade after.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to go back and look. Yeah, you're right. I mean, maybe it was something that maybe it was the way I misunderstood cantrips the way they worked.
Yeah, no, I was learning a lot of rules fast and trying to help everyone on all the classes. And best thing you can do is Google it yourself. And
it is. Yeah. Well, casting time is one. Casting time is one action. So if you get one action per turn, it's either a spell or a cantrip, is what you're saying. And it shouldn't have been a spell and a cantrip, basically.
No. Yeah, you shouldn't have been doing both.
Yeah, we probably were all doing both then.
It's like offhanded attacks, people trying to stab once and stab twice. I don't really like that. That can technically
you'd have to have to make sure, that's where you'd have to have you'd actually have to have the two. You have to have the ability of two sword attack or something, right? Or
there's a
bit with ours. We have two attacks for both of us fighters. We get two attacks, but I can't. Even if I'm actually holding a great axe, so I mean, I'm using two hands. I get two attacks with that sword. It's not like I get four attacks. I mean, I'm using both hands on the great axe. If I had two hand axes, that might be four swings, but it's like you said, it's understanding. And that's basically anything you play. I mean, if you're playing even in person, I mean, if you got two hands on your sword, I mean, you're using both hands, swinging a monstrous type item, staff or whatever. I mean, it generally requires two hands, and so swords and daggers are one. Well,
you get bonus damage if you use two hands sometimes. So
yeah, I mean, yeah,
using your offhand is, I don't know.
So, but yeah.
Usually it's small amounts of damage, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it's like you said, it's knowing the character, having a cheat sheet, knowing kind of, being ready to go. That's kind of the key. I always hope is if you're on deck. I mean, that's when you're laying out your stuff, looking, going, okay, what's happening? Is the thing I want to hit gonna die? If my thing's not gonna die, that's where I need to be. I mean, that's kind of. Like last week, I thought when I was
Studs Hideous. I got a whole page. I just copied down my notes of what spells and what ones are rituals, and really confusing as a warlock.
So we all kind of
you forget things.
If you're prepping your character correctly, you always had your handy spells and stuff. That's what I always like to do. This is probably my old. This is my wizard one. So this is the one I had just kind of all my fingertips, so I knew kind of grab easily, knew what dice I was rolling, all that stuff. So I mean, that's kind of, it's always nice to have something that when we're playing, it's at your fingertips. So yeah. So I don't know where my stuff is for my warrior. I'll have to find it. Probably might have to dig for that here shortly, but it's fun stuff. Yep. We're having fun. Actually, I handed out one of those flyers, Jesse, the flyer that's in the background. I handed one of those out to one of the guys at the grocery store today. I was like talking to one of the guys that works there. He's like, Lego D&D, that sounds really wild. And I started telling him about it. He's like, wow. And then I drove to my other stops, came back because I forgot something anyways, and I handed him the flyer. I said, yeah. He says, this is the QR to take you to the D&D. But then again, this is our Friday here, so hopefully we'll pick up some people who enjoy it that way. I mean, that's kind of the thing. I mean, I almost need to see if I can hang some of that, do a D&D one, and see if I can hang it over at the gaming place and see if people would want to watch some of the Lego stuff.
Whatever you want to do. I think it's awkward asking people in the wild to watch YouTube show. Just really think that's a shot in the dark or a needle in the haystack. You're gonna have to.
That, or they come in, and if it's just like anything else, like that first 2 hours of the Dungeon Master transfer, that would be the show that some people would probably come in and go, okay, this isn't kind of what I was thinking it was going to be.
I need my Trapper Keeper. Yep. I bought folders just to color code my different players and different DM stuff. So I'm somewhat organized, more organized than I was last week. And I'm getting ready to play. I'm going to jump out now, so I'll see you over there.
Okay. I will be here until then. I'm going to find all my notes. I don't know where my notes went to. They're probably in my notebook or somewhere. I should probably hump that down. I got to find my stuff for D&D. My journal and all my notes. I have no idea where that's all at. But let's see. I don't know how much I've done. So Kevin, do I know this person that was getting out of the hobby? Is it somebody I've met ever before? Just curious. Obviously I still, like you said, I'm always trying to sell. I mean, just, it's always, I think I had somebody message me the other day. The messages I love is like, how much do you want for this, but this? It's like, and everything's listed with pricing. So it's like, I would tell anybody who's looking at Facebook, if there's pricing for units, that's what they want. If you are thinking you want to pay less than that, you need to make an offer. Say, will you take this much? And that's kind of like at that sale I did up in Green Bay. One of the girls said, well, I mean, I don't know if I want to pay that. Will you take less? And I just sat there and I waited, and I had a number in my head. And what was wild is her number and my number matched. I waited for her to say something. I was like, yeah, I'd do that. And that's kind of the thing is, it's like, if you don't want to pay what someone's got something marked for, best thing is just kind of offer it, doubt it. Oh, yeah. Sick of that. Oh, yeah. Well, I had somebody that was in the call center that I knew from high school that was there at one point. She ended up, I think she ended up having to leave too at some point, but that might have been something different. But yeah, it happens. I mean, even Lance, the one that I hired, the first person I ever hired there, he left after a while too. So yeah, I think it was getting kind of crazy. Like you said, I mean, it just, I loved it. I mean, I love doing it. I mean, I love dealing with the customers. Obviously my current job, I do that. Management, who knows? I mean, we all have our manager strategies, and was I decent? I thought I was pretty good. I mean, and like you said, since they never really tell you why they get rid of you, you don't know. Oh, I do need to pull my dice towers. Oh, I was pulling out all my. I do need to make a new shirt eventually for all my Brickworld badge bricks. Need the new shirts, because this shirt's pretty popular, but I need need something else. I need to go back to those old shirts. I took my dice tower with me to the sale, so the dice tower did make it to the sale. Took it up there. Really wasn't supposed to display it, but it actually held one of the things for the scavenger hunt, which was kind of cool. Yeah. One of these days I might take a peek at that certain guard you got. Maybe see if I can reverse engineer it. See if my talents are that good. Okay, some dice tower, dice. That's where all my notes went. That's oh, maybe that's it. That it? There's Frontier. Yep, they're all up there. They're up on top of the Commodore. Yeah. Up on top of the old technology. So yeah, one of these days, I mean, I think I had a couple ideas rolling around my head the other day about something I wanted you to maybe draw, but I haven't finalized that. I'll definitely let you know if that happens. Whatnot. I actually I saw your post wherever that was, maybe the email where you're talking about how you do the pricing for the different images. And like, wow, okay, so the stuff you're doing here, I'm like, ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to start taking up a collection on Friday nights, Pay for more of that, more of those sketches, which are pretty nice, Kevin. Thank you for Ralph. I need to get him. He's not in the videos yet. He will be at some point. I was working on the videos this week, the update one. So in the end, I mean, they're pretty awesome. I just didn't get a chance to get it in there yet. I will. I was working on the ending one because of my stop motion and stuff. So I was kind of playing with that. But yeah, well, if you're bored this weekend or you're working and you want to talk it all, my phone's always on. Give me a call if you want to chat. I can sit it on speakerphone. Or whatever. Yeah, because I'll probably just be sitting down here. This latest collection I acquired a couple weeks ago. My mom says, "Oh, clean up this mess." Yeah, this was like $150 worth of Lego. Pretty much got it for the Chima. Got it for the Krager command ship. Obviously, Kevin, Ralph and I and Chop are doing massive Chima stuff. Ralph might be coming to Chicago next year. That's the goal. Might have probably my largest, hopefully, Castle collab in terms of something I've organized next year, possibly. I'm hopefully going to have Jesse back. 10-year-old or 20-year-old? Yeah, you're getting old. Hey, my brother had his birthday yesterday. He joined the Half a Century Old Club. I welcomed in, he hit the big 5-0. And he's got 4, and he's still got 2. Let's see. One is 11, and the next one under that is, I want to say like 8 or 9, something like that, maybe 9. Because one of them was in the Little League World Series out there in Pennsylvania. North Dakota got for the Midwest, went to the Little League World Series. So my brother was out there in Williamsport, Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago. Thankfully, the ESPN was still up and running for Spectrum at that point. So we got to watch that. That was pretty cool. They did get knocked out, but it happens. I mean, how many times could you be a 11 or 12-year-old and be on ESPN? That's pretty cool. So, my nephew, he's cool. That was Hudson Yaeger. And so my brother was out there, his wife. I mean, I watched some of the games that were played down in Indiana. They were down there, in the Midwest Regional. That was pretty cool. So, yeah. Pretty neat, pretty nifty stuff these days. So a lot of stuff going on. So 10, turn 10. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Well, I mean, in the end, you're probably right in that right range for that. I mean, the other one being the 22, yeah, people might. But when I met you, I thought you were a lot older than you really were. So in the end, in all fairness, Kevin, back in those days, we were all impressed anyway. So kind of cool. So, well, let me see how long this video is. I think it's like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So we'll probably go to that a little soon here, so I can get over to the game as it starts. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the ending video. Thanks everybody for showing up. We'll see everybody next week. We have D&D following this week. It will be the link to watch is in the description of this video. I am going to go ahead and play our exiting video this week. Yeah, I'm born again. Yes.
Accomplishment.
Born again, huh?
So, yes, Barbarian, introduce yourself.
My name is Prontero, and I am a barbarian. I've been up in the mountains for many eons, and I've been recruited by some villagers that needed to vanquish some stuff, and so I've been learning how to chop down trees. And somehow I got polymorphed into that boar. Well, thank you for reviving me. Oh, that was weird. That was a weird sense of being with 4 legs. Oh, weird.
You're welcome.
Glad to have you plan to do, Prontero.
Ooh, I'm one of those guys. I like to just kill stuff. You know, I've got a big, great axe. I mean, I like to just swing it, kill stuff. What's the name of this? What's the name of this party? What's the name of this group?
Chaos Crew.
Oh, I will fit in so well with you guys. This will be so awesome.
It's like you were made to join this group or something.
I love it.
I am Prontero, and I like to cut down trees. Ooh, watch it fall. Hope there's nothing in that tree. Well, back home I go. Oh, look at that. Some squirrels are following me home. Oh no.